So that's what you think?
Yes. For us to be together any longer would be a joke. Let's end it while we'll still have some sanity and decency left.
Is that the best you can do? To talk like that?
You'd like to cover it up with pretty words, wouldn't you? Well, we have enough of that.
It's not my fault you've got weak nerves. Why don't you try to behave like a gentleman instead of acting like some sort of poet?
A gentleman, Helen, would have strangled you years ago. It takes a man with crazy notions of freedom and generosity to be the fool that I have been.
And I suppose you blame me.
I'm past blaming anybody. Even myself. Helen, don't you realize that this has got to stop? We're cutting each other to pieces.
You want me to go?
Or I'll go. It makes no difference.
Don't you think that there's some sort of chance for us still? You know, another possibility that we could find some way? It seems like such a pity.
Pity? The pity is this: that we should sit here and arguing about our hate. That's only what I left between us.
But I don't want to end this way.
I'm in no mood to act out a pretty scene with you.
You know I don't mean that. What I want is to make you understand, so you don't hate me. Please don't, Paul. Won't you listen to me? Please? Please? I know you hate me. You have every right to. I was cruel.
We have gone over that 1,000 times.
I know I've said it before. It just, I don't know, the truth before, it just sounded too ridiculous. But now, I want you to know the real reason. Something I've never told you. I did want to hurt you. If you were human, then you'd remember that we once were happy and be a little sad that all this is over. Paul, do you remember when we fell in love?
Something of that sort must have happened to us.
No, it didn't happen to you. It happened to me. My heart was yours to do whatever you wanted with it. You have never depended on anything for your happiness. I was utterly dependent on you. I was in love with you. You were free. Your heart was your own. And nobody could hurt you.
Very fine, very fine. Only it wasn't true, as you soon found out.
When I found out, I could hardly believe it. It was you who told me 1,000 times that you wouldn't be jealous if I fell in love with someone else.
Yeah, I did talk that way. And I was only a damn fool.
And Paul, when I first realized I might be hurting you, that you might be human after all, I stopped. You know I stopped. It wasn't easy to stop, but I suffered rather than let you suffer. All I have left is regret for the happiness that we've spoiled between us.
The facts of human nature. People do have love affairs within love affairs. I was not faithful to you.
But you had the decency to be dishonest about it. I might never have found out. Why did it happen? Why didn't you try to stop me? I want it back.
But Kellen!
I want everything back, our happiness. Everything. Don't you remember, Paul, how beautiful everything was?
Do you really
believe, Helen, that
I know that we can be happy again. You haven't believed everything I've been saying, have you? Don't. I've been lying.
again,
Yes, again.
I had a feeling.
Oh, aren't you the smart one?
You don't love me then.
Why should I? Do you want me to? I feel sorry for you, Paul. I thought if you did want me, I would try to make things up to you by starting again. If you wanted me.
You don't have to say it anymore. Will you go or shall I?
I'm going. But first, you had asked me something a little while ago, and I cried and said I couldn't answer it, but I can now. I had finally learned what it is to love. And I realized that I never loved you. And I was scared that if I came to you, you would take me in your arms and you would feel me shudder and see the terror and loathing in my eyes. And then you would know. I didn't want to do that to you. I wanted to spare you that.
Are you going?
Did you notice the date? It's the 8th. We used to celebrate it once a year. It was the day of our first kiss.